Hello and welcome to Spirit-Based Therapies. My name's Trina and I'm here to give you a bit of an understanding of what takes place in a psychic spiritual healing consultation with myself. Now, ideally I prefer to know nothing about you in an initial consultation. The healing team I work with work on what they see as being your greatest priorities at this particular moment in time. They will give you a unique and fresh perspective on your health based on a bigger picture understanding of where you're at. By bigger picture understanding, I mean the perspective of your soul. The soul expresses through the human body in a variety of ways, including the physical, psychological, mental, emotional states of self. The causative factors we identify may or may not include information you already know. It may be what you expect, or it might not be what you expect. And this is because the uniqueness of the perspective offered by this particular type of healing. I find if I know nothing about you, then I won't be tempted to try and make sense of the information I'm receiving through the prism of what you have told me, or any other assumptions I may have made by meeting and interacting with you. This way we ensure that the diagnosis I receive and pass on to you is what your soul spirit wants me to receive and pass on to you. Sessions are conducted in person or remotely. If you are in the room, then I get you to lie on a massage table. When I do a remote session, I bring your energy pattern into my treatment room and I place it on the massage table. I play music, I turn the lights down, and then healing spirits present and they work on you in terms of what they see as being your greatest priority. I take notes about the information that comes through and what takes place in the session. Once the healing finishes, you take a seat and I feed that information back to you. If it's a remote session, we either chat on the phone or online and I share the healing content with you that way, or I write a report and I email that report to you. The healing happens in 3 phases. The first phase is conducted by Archangel Michael, and this is the diagnostic phase. Archangel Michael and I tune into your body, and your body communicates directly to my psychic senses. It informs me where you are at and the symptom-producing blocks and struggles you are encountering. These struggles may be present and affecting you anywhere along the continuum of the physical, material structure of your body, or the psychological, mental, emotional, astral soul, spirit levels and expressions of self. Archangel Michael also gives me his take on where you are at and what he identifies as your bigger picture healing priorities. Archangel Michael makes clear sense of the information received, and he offers you a diagnosis detailing a very unique take on your healing needs and priorities. We're not looking to diagnose disease as such, although frequently information regarding current or potential disease or dysfunction states does come through during the session. Sometimes Archangel Michael points out specific medical conditions you have so that we can bring healing to them as well. Sometimes he recommends you need to go and see another healing specialist as well. Depending on the nature of the diagnosed issue and the length of time that this issue has been affecting you and producing symptoms, we might also recommend you undertake a course of treatment with us with a particular outcome in mind. The second phase of the healing, this is what I call the root cause healing phase. This is conducted by Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel and Raphael. In this phase, we work together to create a consciousness shift in your body using the light of these 4 archangels. This consciousness shift is assisted to move into the structure and function of your body to effect change in your symptoms where required. And by this I mean on the spiritual, emotional, mental, psychological or physical continuum of self. Treating the root cause issue helps us create healing in you from the inside out. You may have deep root cause factors in you which you are unaware of, that are undetected or are deeply subconscious or unconscious. During this phase of the healing, we literally work on anything that is required and that has come up during the diagnosis. An example might be a past life issue, and this past life issue might be sitting at a very deep place inside of your being, and the trauma left over from this life might be repeating itself in the here and now. There might also be an ancestral inherited pattern on repeat expressing through your genes. An example might be a pattern of low self-worth, and it is perhaps being triggered by the past life issue. The ancestral pattern might be playing out in a disease state in your body or in symptoms such as pain, inflammation, chronic infection, mood issues, or anxiety. By affecting change in the past life, we can stop it triggering the ancestral pattern, and then the rippled symptoms showing up in your body from that ancestral pattern can also be alleviated. We may also identify energy influences affecting you from your environment. By working on the ancestral pattern, for example, we might be able to improve your boundaries of self and remove or lessen influences that are coming at you from society, culture, work, your family, or influences of a more cosmic nature. The third phase of the healing is the phase where we treat symptoms. I work with a whole bunch of spirits that call themselves doctor spirits. These healing spirits specialize in different systems, organs, glands, or functions of the body. These healing spirits show up and depending on what your needs are, and they might offer more diagnostic information. They might also offer lifestyle and well-being advice, but they also put their specialized healing light into your body to evoke change that is required. Example of these healing spirits is, Dr. Steiner. Dr. Steiner works on the digestive system. Dr. Steiner pretty much shows up in everybody's healing because all of us can usually do with a bit of a digestive system tune-up. Digestive system is really integral to health and well-being. Another example is Dr. Lim, who works on the skeletal system, and Mr. Johns on the muscles, and together they work on the musculoskeletal system. They show up frequently in people's healings, and they might identify a musculoskeletal issue and bring some healing to it. They might also recommend that you need to go and see another practitioner to get some more support in that area of your body. I basically have a very long list of healing spirits that I have vetted through Archangel Michael, and that have showed up to work on different diseases, conditions, functions, and so forth in the body. And I've met them over my 18 years of working with people and doing psychic spiritual healing. After the symptom healing specialists have turned up and done the third phase of the healing, then there is a healing spirit called David. His specialty is peace. He fills your body with a pale blue light of peace. He locks in all the healing energy that has gone into your body during the session, and he closes down the session. And that is basically what happens during a psychic spiritual healing session with myself. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Bye now.